Hi, Borgie here, and welcome to how to set up an email account using your host cPanel. I'm going to show you how to set up an email account on using your cPanel with your host. First up, open up the cPanel, find email accounts, click on the email account. Choose your email name you're going to use. I'll just put my own in there, and I'll choose we'll use Laptop Secured. That's the website I'm going to use, or the domain I'm going to use for this email account. Then make up a password. Nice and strong, and I create my account. And that's it. My email account is now created. If I go down to it, you can see I've got heaps of email accounts for different domains. Here's the one we've just created. I can change my password, I can change my quota, and I can access it either via webmail, which means that if I'm on another machine somewhere else, I can go to my webmail account and access it, or I can configure it for my email account, which is what I want to do, because I like all my emails to go through Outlook. Now you're going to say, with so many emails going through Outlook, it's going to get complicated, but no, I'll show you that in a minute of how to set it up so it's easy to follow. So here are all my manual settings for my email account. My mail server username is les@laptopsecured.com. My incoming mail server is mail.laptopsecured.com. If I want to use SSL, it would be box540.bluehost.com. I'm not using that, so the only ones I'm interested in is the top one, and I'm interested in the incoming mail server, and I'm interested in the outgoing mail server. Now the outgoing mail server is also mail.laptopsecured.com, but the server does require authentication, and the port, which is normally 25 for outgoing mail or SMTP mail, is now port 26. So I've got to remember it's port 26 when I change. Now what you can do with these is what I normally do for my manual settings, so I don't get them wrong, is I just highlight them all, copy and paste them onto into Notebook. Just paste them down to the Notebook, and that's done. Right. Okay. That is my email done. Okay, I'm back to here now. I can actually log out of my... Hi, we've set up our email account, so now let's look how we can get that into Outlook and use it. Follow me. Okay, we're in Microsoft Outlook now, and we need to put that email address we just created into here. So what we do is we go to Tools, click on Tools, choose Account Settings, and we choose New. The first window that comes up asks us what we want to do. Do we want a Microsoft Exchange, POP3, IMAP, or HTTP? Well, we're going to use a POP3 account, so we just click Next. In here we have to put our name. So I'll just put my name in there, and we have to put the email address in that we want to use for the one we just set up, which if you remember it was les at laptopsecured.com. Next we click on the manually configure server settings and choose next. Again, it asks us the same question as before. I don't know why. Microsoft must think we're dumb or something. Anyway, we click next again. Our name is up there, our email address is there. We just have to fill in the other information. So I'll just go Control C for that and put it into username, and I'll put the password in I made up before, which I'm not going to tell you. And we also have to put in our mail server, which is, if you remember, mail.laptopsecured.com. Highlight that and put it in for our SMTP, which is exactly the same thing. Now, there's one more thing that we need to do. If you remember in our first little clip, we had to change the port setting. So I go to More Settings, I choose Outgoing Server, and because I want my outgoing server requires authentication the same as my incoming server, so I make sure that radio button is clicked. I then choose Advanced. My POP server is 110, which it should be. I just have to change this one here, outgoing SMTP, change it from 25 to 26. Then click OK. Now we'll make sure it works, so we just go Test Account Settings. And it looks like it is going to work. Yes, completed. We've tested our incoming mail and we've sent ourselves an email message. Yep, our email all works. So we just close that. We go next and we choose Finish and Close.